My child-loving neighbors keep trying to take my daughter and make our kids be a creepy twin couple. I called them out in front of everyone at their Halloween party because they tried to set up our kids together. My husband and I moved to Germany with our kids 4 years ago, so needless to say, we know the culture despite not being native. Our daughter started school this August for the first time, and many of her classmates live in the same area we do. One of the boys in her class lives at the end of the road behind us. When we first moved into the neighborhood back in May, we were welcomed by a few of our close neighbors and this boy's mother. Let's call her Astrid. She took a liking to my baby, but most people fuss over babies, so I didn't think much of it. That same day, she told me how she had lost 2 baby girls and how lucky I was to have so many girls, and she only had 3 boys. The day after she came with her husband, let's call him Morton, and he too wanted to pick up the baby and paid her a lot of compliments, until he met our oldest daughter and made a remark that I didn't think much of at the time. He said my daughter and his son could easily pass for twins as they are in the same class, and they look alike. They don't. My daughter is super blonde with gray eyes, and their son has dark, dirty blonde hair with hazel eyes. So, I corrected him. He feigned offense and said what he meant was that she could pass for his daughter, the baby too. The comment stung more than I expected, and I found myself speaking up before I could stop myself. Morton laughed dismissively, claiming he meant facial structure rather than coloring, then quickly backtracked saying it was merely a joke. They extended an invitation for drinks, which we politely refused, preferring to maintain neighborly distance. Throughout summer encounters at local shops, they persistently called my daughter Jules Stierna while singing movie tunes until I firmly asked them to stop. Their frequent party invitations seemed odd given their minimal interaction with longtime neighbors. Morton and Astrid regularly approached my daughter during her walks home, attempting to lift her and touch her hair, which ceased only after my husband's intervention, though they claimed such behavior was culturally normal here, which it isn't. Come October, they pressed us to co-host a Halloween celebration, insisting we coordinate costumes for what they called the twins. Despite our clear refusal citing non-participation in Halloween, they remained persistent, sending their son repeatedly to request playtime with his supposed twin. Following numerous warnings about these twin references, I firmly demanded they cease. With my husband working offshore since mid-October, I managed alone when Astrid approached me in the park alongside my daughter's teacher Astrid's childhood friend presenting 3 costumes. She announced they'd arranged a Halloween party specifically accommodating our beliefs, expecting my daughter's attendance. I firmly declined despite the teacher's encouragement about community bonding. Astrid mentioned expensive costume alterations and specific hairstyling plans for my daughter's Gretel role opposite her son's Hans. When I reiterated our non-participation, she brazenly removed my daughter's hairband, attempting to replace it with her purchased accessory. I departed immediately while she called after us about being neighbors and friends, the teacher trailing behind insisting Astrid meant well and simply likes girls. Monday brought my daughter home sporting unfamiliar hairstyling and accessories. Upon inquiry, she revealed her teacher had styled her hair during lunch. Confronting the teacher Tuesday morning, she admitted using Astrid's purchased items, arguing I hadn't explicitly forbidden hairstyling and suggesting I should appreciate free accessories for my daughters. I returned everything, warning against future interference. That evening during neighborhood trick-or-treating hours, my daughter played with another non-participating friend. Around 7, their absence prompted my search. Other children reported Morton and Astrid had driven away with her, sending her friend home. Leaving my younger children with neighbors, I rushed to their house carrying the baby. Their garden party was underway with my daughter present hairstyled, candy bag in hand, wearing the refused costume. Fury overtook me. I immediately called police before unleashing multilingual tirades about their behavior. Officers arrived, took statements, and we departed. This morning, the teacher coldly informed me that calling police was excessive, emphasizing Morton's volunteer work with children's football. She suggested school mediation would have been more appropriate than publicly humiliating them. The teacher defended her approach during our meeting, explaining her perspective on the incident. She said Astrid has been grieving, and her behavior is normal for someone who lost so many children one after the other, and not to make it harder on her as people have gossiped quite a bit about it. She said they didn't know they had crossed a line and it wouldn't happen again, so they just dropped the complaint at the police. On Friday, I have to make a full statement at the police station. She wants me to cancel it as Astrid and Morton are not bad people, and she thinks I should be glad someone else thinks this highly of my daughter. She wasn't harmed, and she sees no reason for me being angry as the children all play in each other's garden anyway. She said not to blow things out of proportion as at no point was my daughter alone with Morton. Things get heated, full story below.